want to, the first one shape, we're going to make sure that the image is on top of the raster image. So we have a vector image here, we have a raster image we're going to put behind. So I'm going to move this. Oh, it's in front, but we know how to arrange, so I'm going to right click, arrange, send to back. Now, to make sure that I can see really what this is going to capture, I can change the fill to none. And then I can use the stroke, okay, to see what this is actually going to capture. So if I really want to make sure that I get Ben's face in here like this, I can do that. I can scale the $ larger if I want, okay? But then when I'm ready for a clipping mask, I will select both objects. So I'm going to select not only the raster image, but I'm going to select the vector image, sorry. The vector image on top of the raster below. So I'm going to click and drag. So I grab both of them. Now over here on the right, I have make clipping mask. And there we have our clipping mask. So a vector shape on top of a raster image clips the mask. Text. When you're using text, make sure you're using a thick font so that you can actually see what's happening. Oh, once again, it's not in the right location. So I'm going to send it below this text. Now, I can either click and drag to select both of these, or I can select one object, hold Shift, select the text that is on top, let go of Shift, and then once again, move over to the right, click Make Clipping Mask, or I can right click and then Make Clipping Mask. There it is. Wonderful. And we're going to do two shapes here. So, right, we have these two shapes, but it's not going to work out for us, right? So, I need to make sure that this is together, right, as a compound path. Now, where do I find? How do I make that a compound path? Well, the help menu is always a great place to go. So if I go compound, right, and wait for the spinning beach ball of death, okay, compound path make. Oh, okay, so I can go there, or I can just click it there. All right, now let's try this out. I'm going to bring this over. Well, I'm going to have to scale this up a little. Holding Shift, of course, keep it proportionate. Send it backwards. Going to select the vector image on top. Click Make Clipping Mask, and voila. Okay. Now, the last one here, we're going to use individual letters, and we're going to have images that I've downloaded from the internet. I've made sure to get some higher quality images so that they look good. And with the text, if I want to do individual letters, then that means I have to convert them to outlines. Right now that is a font file, as we can see over here by character, but I want to make them vector objects. So I'm going to create outlines. Then I'm going to ungroup the letters, and I can click the button on the properties panel, or I can right click, or I can do Shift Command G. So ungroup, right? Ungroup. That means I can get each one of these by themselves, right? And they'll interact. And they are vector images now. So I'm going to bring my first image in. Can't see it. Send it to the back. Scale it up. Position it where I want it. Right. So right now I have the raster image. I'm going to hold down Shift, select the letter P. So both of those are there. I'm going to make clipping mask on that one. Okay. I've got another one. So we're going to bring this in. I'm going to get some cheese here. Throw this in the background. Scale it up so I can really get that beautiful cheese going. Select the eye by holding Shift and then clicking on the eye. Make the clipping mask. Oh, this is just going excellent. Nice. All right. A little bit of shroom going on here. Mushrooms. And we will put that behind. Hold Shift. Click the Z. Now I have both selected. I'm using the selection tool, right? Make clipping mask. All right. Oh, got to have some dough in there maybe. Maybe I have some other, images. I don't know. But I'm going to throw that one in there, position it where I want it, hold shift, click the Z, make clipping mask. Now, I've ran out of images. That means you are going to have to go to the internet, download an image for your pizza, okay, topping, and place it into Illustrator, and then do the clipping mask like I did. Now, if we really want to make sure that these show up, okay, so I can grab, so I'm just going to grab something here real quick. So I'm gonna kind of cheat the system a little bit, okay, and I'm gonna grab this out of here. You have to get your own though, right? Okay, right, there we go. Send it to the back. Witchcraft. Hold down shift, select the A. I have both of them select, make clipping mask. I want to make sure these stand out really good, so I'm going to select everything after I've made the clipping mask, and I can actually apply a stroke to these. Okay. All right, and I can tell it to go right there. Beautiful. So now I make it really stand out with a color. Okay. So once again, there you have clipping mask. Make sure you save this to your cloud. File, save as. Save to Creative Cloud. Give it a name that you'll recognize. Okay. Clipping mask. Click Save. Then you're going to go File, Save As again on your computer in your Creative Cloud file folder. Change the format to Adobe PDF. Click Save. Click Continue or Save PDF, and that is the one you will submit. You do need to know how to do this for our upcoming project for making pinback buttons or magnets keychains.